just got less cool.
I did, yeah. Gosh, darn it.
Wowie.
I fricked up.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am podcasting's Bradley Bodine.
Ooh, a little more energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am
Yeah.
podcasting's Bradley Bodine,
Yes.
joined today by podcasting's Nicholas Pedigo and our hostess with the mostest hostess cakes, Eric Pedigo from podcasting, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Okay, I'm
You
a hostess.
guys match.
We do.
Yeah, you didn't get the memo?
Wasn't at the meeting. I was busy.
It was
You
red
did-
shirt, black hat day.
Yeah,
I didn't-
It's red
let's
shirt,
see.
black hat day.
Weird.
We talked about it in the group text.
I actually went with a black shirt today.
Yeah.
That's my
You went
bad.
black shirt, black hat, and that's an okay combo, but it's not
Yeah.
what we talked about.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I and that's it.
I, for one, can say I am disappointed.
So you referred to me as a hostess.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so
You chose that.
But hold on.
EST, not ESS.
Okay.
On the end of hostess.
Hostess.
He's
But-
the hostess. I really should emphasize the T.
I want to say that I did not take offense
No,
to that, but what it made me think of was a hostess at a restaurant
Sure.
where you go and they say how many,
Right.
and then table or booth, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But what they used to say was smoking or non.
My God.
And so every now and then when I go to a restaurant, I will specify.
Non-smoking,
I will
please.
say, 4 please, non-smoking. And none of the hostesses these days
Yeah.
were alive when that was a thing.
Right.
They were born in like 2012.
And so it's a
Yeah.
bit that I do exclusively for myself.
That's really cool, man.
Dude, it's crazy to think about the fact that you could just smoke inside
Yes.
just about everywhere.
Just rip them down. It's like how, and maybe I'm just misremembering because of the beautiful nostalgia of childhood, but how didn't we walk into these places and they were just filled to the brim with
Yeah.
Cheech and Chong style movie
It's
levels
because
of smell?
not only could you,
yeah.
it was frowned upon if you did not.
Yeah, if you ain't smoking in the restaurant.
Yeah. It's-
You smoked.
right.
There were so many times I was sitting in a Denny's after church on Sunday.
What the F is up, Denny's?
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck's up, Denny's? And my dad was like, Brad, you are 9 years old. It is time for you to fucking smoke in this booth before we get our ass beat.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
You're not smoking.
We fight at Denny's, dude.
Yeah. That's how frowned upon it was to not smoke. in
But
it.
yes, everyone smelled like smoke.
All the
back
time.
then.
Just-
all the time.
The 90s, everyone misses so badly. Guess what? Smelled like cigarettes. Mm-hmm. Yucky.
Yep.
Yucky cigarette smells.
Everybody.
Everyone's hair.
Everybody did it.
From whenever, like the 40s through the 90s.
I thought it was weird
Whenever.
that my grandmothers didn't smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
I was like,
are you sure?
I was like, everybody else is smoking. Why aren't you smoking? And
Right.
they're like, oh, I quit. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
That
Shout
shouldn't-
out.
I
that-
said, whatever, pussy. Hey,
What? You go what?
who the fuck just shit right now?
Good stuff. Man, it's a classic already,
Yeah,
guys.
I know.
Buckle in.
Here's the thing: is I love doing this show, and I look forward to it every week, and it makes me laugh while we're here. It makes
Yeah.
me laugh later when I listen. It makes me laugh again when I listen back through and put the TikToks together.
Right.
Hell yeah.
And it brings me a lot of joy. For whatever reason, coming into this week, I was just like, I feel like this is going to be a fun one today.
Yeah, I have a good.
Yeah.
I feel good.
It's a lovely
I have
Sunday.
a good. I feel good.
Yeah,
You do have a good-
You should do that.
I feel bad now.
And so I want to talk about my nice horizontal stripes. Is that something you texted to the group so we could discuss on here?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, people are really mean to you on TikTok. My God. I've never really gone through your comment section
do it.
until I saw that TikTok, and now I'm just like, hey, leave my brother alone.
And this
No,
is,
don't. Don't
Yes.
leave me alone.
This
Just
is
be nicer to him then? I don't know. Engage. Sure. Tell him he's doing great.
Well, yeah. But this is just, is this purely because you're a real estate
Yes.
agent?
Yes.
They're like, I hate these motherfuckers.
Yes.
They think he's a, used
Yeah.
car salesman.
Right.
They talk to him like he's some fucking sketch artist, dude.
Right.
It is wild.
It's
Yeah.
so fun
People
for me.
People love to hate
Yeah.
Yeah.
while they're on the internet.
Right.
And so
It's crazy.
With I run 2 TikToks, the one for our show and no hate there.
No,
Right.
Just LOLs and
Yeah.
stuff.
we're funny.
And
Hey,
yeah,
good job, guys.
and I run one for my real estate business, where what I don't do ever is like put listings out there on TikTok.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's you don't sell houses on TikTok. It's not a localized,
Do any
platform.
do any realtors try to do that?
Oh, they all put their listings on there.
I mean, I could
Okay.
see it working in somewhere like LA.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. LA.
But here, absolutely, it's not, like you're saying, not localized
Yeah,
enough. You're
right.
not hitting your target audience.
You're not. So mine is meant to be more informative.
Yeah.
Like I will do, I will just do standalone, just me talking to my phone about some sort of issue and it's like meant to be kind of helpful. Hey, if you run into this in your transaction, know this, and it's helpful for other realtors.
Right.
And I'm like, here's my experience, and this is what I did, and that's all it's meant to be.
Right.
Right.
And then people get on there and they're like, basically your job is pointless and you're stealing people's money.
Yes.
Pretty sure your teeth are fake. And I
Yes.
could beat your ass.
I'm glad that you said teeth are fake
I
because
was making that one up.
on a future mine or not on a
Okay.
future episode, I do want to talk about veneers. So remind. Let's somebody text that to the group chat.
I don't want to do that because I might get them at some point. 'Cause I've always hated my
and,
teeth.
and you can, but we need to talk about the current state of veneers.
We need to talk about it first.
We need to talk about it. You can get them, but we need to talk about it.
I wanna get
Anyhow,
'em, and I want them to be big and white like Roman Reigns' teeth.
Oh, yeah.
we need to-
Ladies and gentlemen, chime out in the comments. Is veneers spelled VEN or VERN?
It's VEN.
VN, yeah, not verniers.
It's not veneers.
No, it's veneers.
So,
Yeah.
I put these out there, and then it never fails. Like people, like you said, oh, you're stealing money. People don't even need agents anymore, and that
Right.
kind of stuff. And for me, it's fun because I engage with them, and Amanda and I were just talking about this morning. Like, as guys, we grow up making fun of each other. Friends, this is what we do. We insult each other.
It's very much a symbol of tightness in a group of homies.
It's how you know we care.
Yes.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm like, look at your dumb hat,
Right.
idiot.
Hey, man.
Stupid.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
it's like, hey, man,
Yeah.
you're my best fucking friend.
There it is.
Friend, love you so much. Swear to
There
God,
it is.
I would die for you.
Yeah.
And it's
Even if you don't want me to.
Yeah.
our oldest
Yeah.
son, Jace. Every now and then will talk to his girlfriend like he's talking to one of the homies.
Yeah, well, boy,
And
you gotta be
it's-
careful with that.
And then he's learning. We're learning. And it's like, well, you
man.
can't talk to your lady like you talk to one of the fellas because they're like, why did you just say
Yeah.
that about
Ow.
me? And it's like it was a joke.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What's wrong? It's
Yeah.
a joke. So, but all that to point out that we're different. Like I can take insults all day,
Sure.
and they don't bother me. So when people are telling me that I shouldn't have a job and I shouldn't be able to make money and I'm a thief,
Right.
and it's like I don't care.
You are an evil criminal.
But I
Yeah.
do wear a lot of Nike like golf polo type shirts with horizontal stripes on them.
Man.
And one guy, all the insults about how horrible of a person I am because I help people buy and sell houses. One guy just said, and his name was Stevie McSteve,
Oh my God.
It's a good name.
just said, nice horizontal stripes, big boy.
Big boy.
B-O-I.
BOI.
Yeah.
So you said big boy?
Big boy.
wet.
And dude, it caught me, and I
Right.
just laughed at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God. And so I had to make a response to Stevie
Yeah.
McSteve and say, you know what, buddy? Good job.
Yeah.
I
did it.
I saw that TikTok of yours. And did you, correct me if I'm wrong, did you say you didn't know about horizontal stripes being a thing?
I didn't know they
Like
were
that?
bad.
Right. It's
I had to
because
Google it.
It makes you have a wider appearance visually.
Right.
So I guess
Yeah.
good or bad thing depending on what you want.
Sure,
It's just how about you
whatever
use it.
you're after. But that's not what you're after. You're just like, I like this shirt.
I like this
I'm
shirt.
gonna wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this shirt. Not a big fashion guy,
No.
Right.
but I like
I'm
those
surprised.
shirts.
I'm surprised you didn't know that because you know what I think about when
What?
I think about Eric Pedigo? Think,
Fashion.
God damn it, that dude's funny. That's
Thanks,
unrelated.
buddy. I appreciate
Number
it.
two is
Okay. Great
pretty,
dad.
he's pretty
Oh.
pretty sharp dude. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Clean.
Pretty sharp dude.
Keeps it clean.
right. If this guy was in the tool shed, he'd at least be a pair of shears.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If not a fresh lawnmower
Those
blade.
can be pretty sharp at times. But everybody has their blind spots in life.
Sure.
And keen fashion sense is that's not where I thrive. No, I mean I match, you know.
You both match.
Yeah,
I
but-
don't. That sucks. You don't. Yeah, you don't have a bad fashion sense though.
Thank you.
I don't look at you and go, look at his stupid clothes. He's
Right.
dumb and doesn't know what he's doing.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
But apparently, horizontal stripes.
Out. Yeah, those are out, brother.
Here's what I started doing, because good job, Stevie McSteve. That was a good one, and that was a popular TikTok that I made my response to that. But here's what I've started doing lately, is asking people to elaborate. So
You're yes-anding them?
Yeah, this
Good.
guy said on one of them, realtors are nothing more than the Vanna White of real estate. He just goes by the name A. Hey, A. So I just said,
Hey.
please elaborate.
Uh-huh.
And he said, they don't sell houses, they show them. People purchase the home they want, and that has nothing to do with a realtor. 2 attorneys, a buyer, and seller is all that's needed. And I said, still don't understand. Could you elaborate? And
Just forever.
yeah. And then another guy chimed in and said, it's wild that you actually asked for clarification. And I said,
What do you mean by that?
how do you mean? And then another guy said,
What do you mean by that?
because the video itself was talking about explaining buyer agency contracts, which I'm not going to bog this show down
Sure.
with. But one guy said, yeah, it's hard to explain because you don't need an agent to represent you when you're buying or selling real estate. Have questions? Reach out to me. So I said, I do have a question.
Yeah. Could you elaborate?
Jordan or LeBron? And he said, Jordan.
Of course.
And then I said,
Yeah.
what's your reasoning? And he said, I don't really follow sports, but I tell you I know who Michael Jordan was. I have no idea who LeBron James is.
Oh.
And then I said, well, it's hard to take advice from someone who doesn't even know who LeBron James is.
Yeah.
I have no further questions. Thank you for your time.
Well, you're pretty good at this, buddy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun.
Yeah. Fun times.
You're
Yeah.
good at the
Let me do
internet.
one more and then we'll move on because
Okay.
this is fun.
Yeah.
A guy said, because a buyer's agent does nothing. And I said, how do you mean? And then the same guy who commented on one earlier, who said it's crazy that you asked for clarification,
Right.
said, I think he means the buyer's agent does nothing. I'm not sure if it can be any clearer. So I said, I'm not sure it couldn't be a little less unclear.
Oh, that's good stuff.
This
Oh
is
man.
Eventually, he gives up on you,
Oh,
right?
yeah, he quit.
All right.
They've all quit engaging.
Yeah.
which is fine. Because here's the deal. These internet trolls are a dime a dozen.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
It takes zero intelligence, like no creativity, except for the horizontal stripes guy. I respect you, Stevie McSteve.
Stevie
I
McSteve's good
respect
job.
you.
Yeah,
I
the
still have
internet-
beef, but
But you other trolls, I mean, keep it coming, please, because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
fun for me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, while I'm sitting at an appointment waiting for my client to show up, I hop on my phone and I just go, and I just mess with these people.
Yeah.
That's
And-
great.
Yeah.
don't do it on our show, though. My
No.
ego is very fragile. It would straight up ruin my week if somebody
Yeah.
said something unkind about
You would do
this.
real
Is
harm to my psyche.
very important to me. So, podcast is red hot.
Yeah, but nobody's going to do it here. It's not controversial. It's funny. This
Yeah.
is just funny.
Fair.
Nobody.
True.
Fair.
People don't hate funny podcasts.
Yeah.
we don't have
Right.
polarizing opinions on things. We just come goof off.
Yeah, we just Oosh the Ish. It
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
was
We do
radio
shit.
edit. You know what I mean? Hey, yeah, that's how they do it on the radio.
Yeah,
They would censor shoot too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ish.
Oosh the Ish.
Yeah,
It's fine. It was okay.
It was really good.
okay.
This is me thinking that's really funny. That was a really funny thing. I was laughing, my
Hell yeah.
friend. I was face palming, but it wasn't
Yeah.
because
FPN.
Nick's some sort of stupid asshole. That's not the case. I love him to death, and I think 99.9% of the things he says are hilarious.
That's
And I
that's
mean
a
that.
high percentage.
You see my best friend.
Thank you.
Nick's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my whole life.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa. Hey,
I would
this is
never
great.
say 99.9.
Oh, well,
to anybody.
take that back.
I
No,
mean,
shit.
nobody bats that high. I mean,
It's this guy's deal.
Who's this fucking chode?
Hey,
So,
chode.
God damn, be nice to my best friend.
what's this guy's deal is funny, but then just right?
That's fucking chode.
Because this is what guys can do. We can do that. We can call each other
Yes.
chodes.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
Nobody gets mad.
Earlier, I was going to say, it would be very bad for me and my girlfriend in our relationship if I were to munder. Fucking stupid
Get
idiot.
it. God.
Under my breath.
So
Munder?
bad.
If
Yeah,
I were
so
to
bad.
mutter.
Munder.
If I were to mutter.
Call her a chode.
Fucking
like, for
stupid
real.
chode.
Yeah.
Under my breath. On
a
whatever,
real
when
long
we're
one.
doing whatever, having a good time. Now, I could say that under my breath when we're recording in the studio or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And then we have a laugh.
And we go, oh, yeah, we ruined that take.
Yeah,
'cause
100%.
It's like, we got to start over. I was laughing because you said chode.
It's all for the bit.
Yeah,
Chode's
yeah,
a
yeah.
great word.
Chode is just a
Timeless.
solid,
Chode.
big fat chode. I love
I'm
it.
glad we got rid of the
BFC.
cigarettes from the 90s, but we brought chode.
Yeah.
Keep chode.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep chode.
everyone.
Maybe think
Keep
about
chode.
Fart Knocker again. That was,
Fart
I
Knocker
really
was
liked
alright.
Fart
Fart
Knocker.
Knocker was cool. Maybe
Yeah.
some of our first merch can be shirts that say in big white letters,
Chode.
Keep chode.
Keep chode, everybody.
Keep chode. There's the name of this episode.
It's been a great week. I enjoyed it, fellas.
So the last few episodes, we've started just heavy Nick.
Yeah.
Big Nick.
Yeah, it's quite the task.
Heavy.
First thing on a Sunday morning.
This episode, we're starting me.
Yeah.
Hell,
We did nice horizontal stripes, and we're leading right into my job here on this
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
But also my topic.
Yeah, your topic, but it's about me.
I
And
just... Go ahead.
real quick,
Okay.
because it came across a text thread, 2 different texts, but back to back.
Yeah.
Eric's job, laugh, react. And I thought you were saying that was my job on the podcast was to laugh,
at
react,
us.
because that's
Yeah.
so many of like the TikTok clips are you guys saying something funny
Right.
and then me laughing.
And then you responded, y'all funny.
Yeah, y'all funny. I was like, what do you want me to do?
It's like, no,
Yeah.
you dumbass. What I mean is, here's a couple topics for the
I'm
show.
being insulted. I'm being insulted.
Yeah. Well,
Horizontal stripes.
Anyway, I brought it up because I was listening to the last episode, and it dawned on me exactly how hard your job is on this show.
Oh.
Besides, all of the uploading and TikToking that you do,
Yeah.
you actually do have to try your best to keep this thing on the rails.
Yes.
It was right at the beginning of the episode.
I know what I signed up for.
You started with a segment, and then I said something. Or wait, no, you were gonna give. Fucking, I don't remember it now. Gosh darn it! But I was wanting to hit this button in between stuff that you were saying,
yeah.
and then you gave up on it, and you're like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "No, give me all the reasons that you're sorry." And we're
Right.
going back and forth,
And I
and
squashed
you're
that
like,
one,
"Well,
too.
no, I'm not sorry." I'm like, "Well, I would like to move on," and then you just go, "Hey guys," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, right, my bad."
Yeah.
Yeah. And that happens more often than not. Me
Yeah.
and Brad are just like, right. And you
Multiple
go,
times
hey guys.
a week.
I want to apologize for not selling your bits during that process. There, yeah. First off, I'd like to apologize for not selling your bits. Second off, you're a real good fucking dude, and I love you so much. You're very funny. Third,
I think Brad's on ecstasy this morning.
Third and
for you,
once
buddy.
most, you're my best goddamn friend, dude.
I love you, bud.
I love you too.
I think somebody got topped off this morning.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
hey. All right. Anyway, your job's pretty tough, and I respect you, and I'm not gonna. And I'm not gonna change anything. I'm gonna keep being the way that I am, and so is Brad.
Good.
And your job's gonna continue to be hard.
Yeah.
But just
I
so
don't
you know,
mind it,
you
though.
do
I
great.
acknowledge that it's tough.
Yeah, okay.
You're
do
cry
great.
laughing.
Oh my god. Yeah. I am cry laughing at that. But go ahead, Brad.
You do great.
Thank you.
At it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ultimately, is my point. And hopefully you enjoy it. I think you do.
I think that's but
And it all amounts to some okay enough content. So
you guys
That's the goal.
you guys ricocheting all over the room with whatever is also part of the show, right?
Absolutely.
So it's okay. That's your job.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's not easy either.
Oh, I beg to differ.
It-
I just say whatever I think
Right.
immediately.
It turns out you turn that filter most of the way
Yeah.
off between
Yeah.
your brain and your mouth.
There's a few stalwarts
Like
for sure.
Right,
I know
yeah.
I deliver I deliver a few chuckles on these shows, but you guys are the punchlines
Oh,
here.
Eric, you're
And I feel like it's my job. I feel like the point guard where I'm throwing up lobs.
Yeah, you're
And-
bringing it up,
yeah.
up the court, and
But if I got to step up and hit a three,
sure.
you betcha. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
Don't
yeah.
leave me open.
Okay, yeah, no.
I'll make you pay.
You want to get some hands up around
That's
that,
what I'm
man.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hand down, man down.
Grab his ass.
Well, yeah, Brad doesn't
See
play.
what I mean?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
doesn't play
I know. He's
basketball.
just,
Yeah.
saying
Brad doesn't
things.
play basketball.
But I've done a lot of years of broadcasting with a lot of chuckleheads that are just
Okay.
way out of control, and my job has always been to keep it on the rails. But we knew before we even recorded a podcast what the name was going to be. Get me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
And we knew why. And it was 100% because of you two.
Because of us.
Right. And
We're the problem.
We knew that my job was going to be to try to keep this thing together.
Fuck yeah.
Because people like the banter back and forth.
Yeah.
But it has to be going somewhere.
Well, it has and also it has to stop at some point.
Yes.
So we can do something else.
Correct.
That's what you're good at. But yeah, just those real hard. Hey guys, those are funny as fuck.
All right, guys.
Because it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's bring it back.
Yeah,
Tighten it up.
Now you know what I mean?
So tell me about Laugh React.
I think that we should do away with it. Like on social media, people only use it to mock things.
Oh, I laugh, react, hilarious
I do
stuff
too.
all the time.
When I see something funny, I laugh, react.
Yeah.
But I saw a thing, not about to get political. I saw a thing about like Joe Biden might have prostate cancer or something.
And people are like,
So many laugh reacts, and it's like that's generally how people use the laugh react button on Facebook now. Is it'll be something about a trans person, and there's a bunch of laugh reacts.
Yeah.
You see a lot of malicious laugh reacts.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, well, let's just do likes now.
Let's
take them away.
It should be submitted for approval.
Right.
If
Why
you
are
do
you
a
laughing?
laugh react on something, you should have to write a couple sentences. And
Right.
Explain
why.
the joke.
Yeah.
Explain the joke to me.
Yeah.
What's the joke, Cheryl?
And if you're just being a jerk about it,
Yeah.
you know,
you don't get it.
and you're one of these dime a dozen internet trolls that we've talked about, then no, you don't get to leave that laugh react. You
Yeah.
can do a heart or not anything.
Yeah, you should have to get a license
Yeah.
to laugh.
Absolutely.
react.
I know what you're saying though. Like I laugh react to funny stuff.
Same.
Right.
I don't laugh react to be mean.
No.
To mock.
Right. Unless it's one of the internet trolls. Sometimes I do laugh reacts to them
Well,
on my thing when they do like because you work so hard, laughy face. And then
Yeah.
I just do 6 laughy faces in
yeah.
response.
That's
what I do.
returned energy. I
Right.
like that. I
what I
don't
do.
like
You
what
just-
your face
you
is
just
doing.
Sideways with tears.
Yeah, tears. Yeah,
That's what
that's
I do.
hard to see. That's hard to watch.
Yeah.
You should.
so unpleasant,
You should
buddy.
relegate that bit to October.
Yeah.
Just only let that one happen in October.
Do that in the haunted
right.
house with us.
Okay.
Come on. I
I'm-
know you can do it.
I'm probably going to be laid up with knee surgery. But we'll see.
Crap.
I agree 100% with your laugh react
fucking
thing. Now,
cut it off.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
I
do away
will.
with it.
I will care react things I want to hug, like a sweet little kitty cat.
Yeah.
Like a specific cat named Winky the dwarf cat. Shout outs, cutest motherfucking thing on the internet. God damn it, that motherfucker's
Whoa.
cute.
Hey.
All right, it's a cat. God damn it! If you sully anything I say about
Sully.
Winky
Sully
one
did.
more fucking time, Nick Pettigrew,
I
swear.
angry react things that I shouldn't. Just to be confusing.
Yeah.
It's like a
Wait, is he mad?
Or like
Is he mad about
Bethany will post a picture of me and her, and you'll go, "Whoa!"
Yeah, I'll do the
react.
wow react.
You're so fucking weird, dude. Like,
Yeah.
just so weird. I love it though.
I play the straight role pretty well, though.
You do. You're a great straight man.
Then I just do weird stuff.
yeah.
And that's fun to me.
It's a great
I
combination.
enjoy it
I
as
really
well.
like it.
Gosh,
So,
darn it.
this is not a Brad's traffic report, but it is a traffic, I don't know the word that I'm trying to say, observation, we'll say. And I don't hate them, I love them. God bless the old people in this country.
Oh
You-
boy.
the underdog's on top.
Uh-oh.
You've made it.
Yeah.
Like, that's an accomplishment.
Time to sit back, relax, and stay home.
The
Stop driving.
I can't imagine what the world must look like to them compared to how they grew up.
Well, isn't it? And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it black and white? Or these-
Yeah.
I'm like, it's bad. It was bad, but I'm laughing at how bad it was.
Yeah.
And so sometimes bad is good.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of those
Sometimes
cases.
Brad is good.
You are nailed it. But what I wonder is if back in the 40s, cars did not go faster than 40 miles per hour.
I'd believe if like they topped at 50, 55, 60. Sure.
And maybe they just think that's as fast as they can go.
Right. Yeah.
Or maybe the world's moving too fast and it's scary.
You just push a little harder.
But I don't understand why old people drive so slow. And what I wonder about us is 20, 30 years down the road.
Are we going to drive slow?
Is that going to be us? Do you automatically start driving slower the older you get? Because I can tell you, I have not slowed down.
Not slow. If anything, I'm skyrocketing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in my mid 40s.
I am a danger on the
Right.
roads because of how fast I drive.
No, not that.
You're the fastest motherfucker I know.
I am
Everybody's a
pedal
motherfucker.
to
this
the
episode.
metal.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers. Yeah.
Chodes.
Brad's out here motherfucking me.
Right, but this one,
Yeah.
fast.
Not really. I'm a very, very cautious, safe driver.
Same.
Speed
I'll go
demon.
5 over the limit.
Right.
Yep.
Hard cream and speed demon. This
Five-
guy right here.
Depending on where I'm 5 over the limit, 5 to 10 over the limit, depending on
Yeah.
where I'm at.
Yeah,
If
same.
I'm in a residential area, I'm like
I'm the limit
0
right
over
below
the limit.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's people and children. and-
Yeah, same. I was taught, whether truthful or not, as a child, that the police will say to themselves, 9 you're fine,
10
10
you're
you're
mine."
mine, in terms of how far over the speed limit you're going.
Yep.
So, if I'm trying to get somewhere, dude, I rock it at a 9 over. If
Yeah.
I'm just cruising, I'm usually about a 5 or 6 over.
Right. And
Call
that's
it half mast.
but will all of a sudden one day happen when we are 15 under? I don't know.
I don't think it will. I don't know, man.
Does society evolve so then the youth of those days will be faster? than
Right, they'll
we
be going
were.
like 150.
And then our standard 9 over is the new slow.
And we're
Right.
going, ah!
Does fast become the new slow?
So when when
Wow.
I was a young child, and you guys may not even remember, interstate speed limit was 55.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I can only
Yes.
recall a 65.
I guess, yeah, I remember
Exactly.
65.
But
I
before
don't
that, it
remember
was only
55.
55. That's why Sam Hagar said those unforgettable
can't-
words.
Yeah.
I can't drive 55.
Right.
He
It's too slow.
cannot do it. He's physically incapable.
And on cars from that time frame, on the speedometer, there was a box around 55
Yeah.
to
Right.
let everybody know.
Yeah, you're there.
This is it, brother.
Yeah.
55 is it.
Any faster than this, you're breaking the law.
And then they increased it to 65. And that's what you guys remember.
And they had to do a recall on all those old cars.
yeah.
yeah, get rid of those
speedometers.
boxes that
Yeah.
mean, hey, here's that mark we want everybody to remember. This
Right.
is all you can do.
And now it's pretty much 70.
Yeah, like universally.
Yeah. But I have adapted to those changes in my lifetime.
Sure.
And I feel like if they made it 75 or 80, I would also adapt to those changes.
Sure.
Yep. I did.
Right.
When they made those changes, I was like, oh, yeah? And then I just went that fast.
And so my question is that what happened to the older gen? They just
Well,
they were
they-
just like, no, man, 45.
They just decided, like, I'm fine
Well,
the way I am.
45 is it.
Yeah.
That's
And most-
as fast as we need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and think about this as well. Most of the music pre-Hagar was about going 55 or under.
Yes.
So that's really all they knew.
Many
you're
specific
saying, that's
references.
I think it does kind of get, like you're saying, that's what they grew up with, and it just hasn't.
We're talking
changed.
pre-Hagar.
Pre-Hagar.
Yeah,
This is before Montrose or anything. There wasn't a bad motor scooter. There wasn't can you or can you not drive 55. It was all cannot.
Yeah.
Or you can. No,
Yeah.
you can drive 55. Sorry, I'm
Right.
stupid.
Yeah. I don't.
Before Hagar.
Okay. All right.
You guys remember pre-Hagar?
Yeah. I will say that whenever there is a nuisance on the road, and by that I mean a very slow driver that
Yes.
has a long line of people around them, and then eventually you get around this person 10 times out of 10 times, I will look over, and it is, a gray person.
Yeah, an elderly.
It's a person
Sure.
who is gray. And
Matured.
that's too bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, stay home.
Like, is the world to them just going like, "Nyeh, nyeh, 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 nyeh," and they're just
don't-
like, oh dear God?
Yeah. The cars
Or-
they make these days are
Yeah. Or-
terribly fast.
Yeah.
Are they just messing with all of us?
That's what I think it is, honestly. I don't think that they have an inability to push their foot harder and look and use their arms.
Yeah.
Right? That's what driving is. You push your foot, you look, and you use your arms.
Right.
And then guess what? You're driving.
Or at that point in life, you're just not in a hurry for anything.
You should
Well,
be in a
that's-
hurry for
okay,
everything.
so that
'cause
was
you're
a-
running out of time.
A non-bit
God.
point I was
Jesus.
going to ask about.
Yeah.
They're going to die soon. Is fucking is okay. So hey, have you ever
Straight to the point.
you ever been driving and you're cruising out and then you realize, I'm in no fucking rush, honestly, and I can just fucking cruise, and then you cruise instead of rush somewhere. Has that ever happened to you?
That's my typical approach to driving is I'm cruising there. I'm not like, but by cruising, I don't mean I'm going 10 under the speed limit. It just means I'm going my standard.
No,
Right.
we drive how we normally drive.
Right.
So that's how we drive. You
Yeah.
ever realize when you're driving that way, you're like, you know what? Instead of going fucking
5 over.
5 over.
But what I don't want to
What happened?
do
No,
is
the point's not coming out.
I don't
can't
want there to
formulate
be an angry parade behind me at any
Sure,
point
absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
that's just kind of a jerk move if
Yeah.
you are like, you know what? I'm in no hurry.
it. Right.
So
neither is anybody
now
else.
you can't be
Yeah.
either.
That's what it was. If there's no longer a sense of urgency, you're not trying to make an appointment. You just sit
Right.
back and cruise, brother. I've had a couple refreshing drives where I've been like, oh, wait, actually, I don't have to speed home to be home. I'm just going home. I can chill. And it feels nice.
So in summary,
Chilling's
before we
my
move
favorite.
And then
on,
I'm not mad at the slow people. In front.
Right.
we respect you old people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't and if there's an old person driving making you late and you finally pass them, don't get angry and flip them off or
Yeah.
flick them off if you say it incorrectly.
Right. If you're a dummy,
Yeah.
flick them off.
Yeah, just go around them. Get that
Right.
they're enjoying what they have left.
Right.
Slowly, very slowly enjoying their remaining years.
Yeah,
Their reaction times aren't as fast
correct.
in your old age. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So it takes longer to take those good things in.
Also, if you get passed by like an 80-year-old going like 85, you're going to be like, this is not safe.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll probably be pissed
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
that
that's
too.
true.
It
That's
turns
true.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa,
There's
whoa,
no
whoa.
Yeah, wow, that's worse.
Oh,
huh?
it turns
Yeah.
out. Turns out, guys, no scenario where I'm not going to be pissed at an old driver.
Right.
Whoops.
Yeah, yeah. Stay at your house.
All right, let's
Okay.
talk about beer.
Yeah, love it.
How does it work where you're playing beer games, right? Whether it be maybe cornhole or darts or
Yeah.
the billiards.
Right.
And there's that sweet spot.
Oh,
That is the beer zone.
where you're kind of dialed in.
Yeah.
We know about that zone very well. It's the golden zone
Sure.
of drunkenness.
And it's
Because
not drunkenness though.
It's not.
It's
You're
that
not.
slight haze. It's right
Yeah.
before.
What it is it kills off all the anxiety or nerves. You know, it's that liquid
Yes.
courage. So now you're more comfortable where you're at, and you're able to operate just smoothly, comfortably, chiller. Slow is steady, and steady is fast. And the booze, right? For me, it's from like 3 to 7 or 8 beers ish, and
boy.
that's a
That's-
good.
that's
That's
okay.
Big
a
window.
wide estimation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, 7 or
best
8,
thing-
I'm past the zone.
Yeah. Alright, sorry, guys. 3 to
just,
5.
I'm just sitting in it at
Right.
that point.
3 to 5.
And by that, I mean my crap, because I crap myself.
Yeah, done pooped.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sitting in my crap.
A DP.
That's the name of the episode.
Who the fuck just shit right now?
Yeah.
3 to 5 beers, let's call it that golden zone.
Sure.
You operate just
Yes.
with confidence,
Yep.
right? We strove to attain that zone when we would play our metal concerts.
Yep.
Back in the day as children.
Knock down about 3 of them. Get
Yeah.
up there on stage. Perform well. Knock down about 7 of them. Whoops. Sorry,
Yep.
everybody. At least it was only $5 to get in.
Step too far.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a
Whoops.
step too far.
Yep.
But yeah, there's something about it, man. 3-4 beers in. We need 2 bullseyes. Psh,
Got it.
that's no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No big deal.
Yeah, I'm doing it this turn or by next turn.
Yep.
So here we go.
Walk
Yep.
right up.
Yeah, and
Sometimes you just got to walk right up.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what it is, right? It's the that anxiety going with that enough to just make you not care, but also not to the point where it's totally taken away your ability to like your motor function and stuff like that.
It sucks when it's like you're feeling good and you've been throwing pretty well. I'm just gonna hit myself because I don't have this
just get it.
this thought together yet.
Okay,
but then
we'll find it.
But then like, you know, it's the next round and you finally get up there and you take that little tiny stumble and you're like, oh, I lost it.
Yeah, you sway a little bit to the left.
Now.
Like,
Yeah, dang it.
2 bullseyes, huh?
Yeah, that's not gonna
It's gonna take 45 minutes.
Yeah, right. And I'm sitting there like, I hope Eric has had less beer than me because I'm done.
Right.
I'm done for now.
Dude, those dart games where you're down to bowls and it takes literally 30 minutes because everybody's 8 beers were so deep and nobody can do it.
Yeah.
Everybody's just letting Jesus take the wheel on their darts.
Man.
It's a bad deal.
Fuck, I love throwing darts, boys.
But yeah, same. I'm down. Let's do it soon.
Let's do it.
But that beer zone is an amazing place.
Yeah.
It's weird how that happens.
Yeah.
Because alcohol does, decrease your motor functions. That's what it does. But for whatever reason, just some of it makes them awesome.
Yeah, it's not
Like
just
superhuman
doesn't affect
awesome.
them, but like, it's like, oh, am I a superhero?
Yeah.
Is this my superpower? Is drink 3 beers?
Like all of a sudden, pretty
fuck
much,
it, I'll lift that train.
Right? Yeah, I got it.
I'm looking at this pool table and I'm like a physicist.
Yeah.
I pretty much have everything, the
Right.
right amount of exertion, the
Right.
angles. This is all going to be perfect.
Yeah.
I'm seeing things that you shouldn't be able to see.
It's like the inside of Iron Man's helmet.
Yes.
But it's just 3 beers.
3
It's
beers.
just 3
Yeah.
beers.
Yeah.
Eric Pettigo's sitting in the Oval Office, all right, and a bunch of scientists burst in and they say, "Mr. President Pettigo, an asteroid's about to hit the Earth," and you go,
He's hanging out. He's giving him the weight finger.
Yep.
he says,
Hand me my double bean dream.
"I need 3 beers." That's what it is.
what are we gonna do? He's
Hold on. But Frosty Mug. Nuke it.
The clock from 24 pops up on screen, but instead of it being a countdown, it's the number of beers he's had. And when he gets that 3rd beer in, that's when the problem solves.
Oh man! Hey, you want to know what? Here's to 3 beers, everybody.
3 beers.
3 beers.
3 beers.
Yeah, so let's
100%.
play darts soon.
I would love to.
All right, we'll get it together. Tell us your thoughts on the new Superman movie.
Oh,
I
it's-
assume that's what you wanted to talk about, the new one.
Yeah, it's simple.
It's about time, though. I think we got one.
That's exactly it. I saw. I think it was during one of the playoffs games I was watching last week. I saw the preview for the new Superman movie, and I realized I'd be okay if we stopped making Superman movies now. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If we just never do it again. Hey. Let's stop doing that.
Yeah,
Right.
lamest superhero. Who do you guys think it is?
Superman, 100%, the laziest writing of all time. They're like, now he can shoot ice out of his mouth too.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like, here's the scenario this week. There's a big fire, right, in an orphanage. And Superman swoops in, but like, what can he do? They're like, he can breathe ice. Fuck it.
Superman v Godzilla. Who wins?
Superman.
obviously Superman.
Because
I don't know,
guess what? Now one of his superpowers is he can grow real big. Fuck it.
What?
That's how they do Superman.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
He's impenetrable.
Yeah.
I guess you could just spin the Earth backwards
Yeah.
to turn back time.
Right.
And then
Go back to when Godzilla was a baby.
Like he's not just a little bit strong. He's like
that's true.
Infinite strong.
Well, it's
infinitely strong.
to the point where maybe it's a bad thing. You guys
Yeah.
remember when he spun the Earth backwards that one time, thinking it would turn back time, but instead it just changed the Earth's rotation and everybody on Earth died.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it caused astronomical damage.
Yeah, so then he had to go find Earth 2 to make his fucking TV show again. Superman sucks.
I hate
Yeah,
him,
no,
dude.
he's the
And-
worst.
And
It's
they
like-
keep every couple years. They're like, guess what? Superman.
it's time.
starring fucking a new Superman.
Another guy being
And-
Superman. Dean Cain.
Yeah, bring
Dean
back
Cain,
Dean Cain.
dude.
Yeah. I've never been into
Lois and
Superman,
Clark.
and it
Correct.
feels like every 5 minutes
it.
there's a new Superman movie that everybody's excited about, and then it comes out and everyone's like, so here's why it sucked, dude.
Are
First of
people
all,
excited?
I think.
Really?
Probably some people.
I'm not.
I don't know.
Just watch some chode in shoulder pads. Talk to some fucking bitch in shoulder pads, dude.
Everybody's got
ridiculous.
grass shoulder pads.
Super
Brad is
aggressive.
so crass.
Yeah.
So I'm picturing Lois and Clark. And
Yeah.
it's the 90s and everybody's got shoulder pads.
I
Bro.
will say one thing. Really cool costume.
Superman?
I like his costume.
It's fine.
Yeah. As far as superhero costumes go, it's one of the best.
It's all right. Yeah, that's. But he can fly.
Yeah.
He can't be shot and killed.
Nope.
Certainly not going to beat him in a fist fight.
Nope.
He can shoot lasers out of his eyes and ice out of his mouth
Yep.
and everything. The only thing that can hurt him is a rock from a planet that no longer exists.
Yes. That somehow people keep ending up with samples of.
Yeah.
For
But
some
that's
reason.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
got a little bit of that in the closet. Ain't no,
yeah.
Ain't no big.
So, yeah, worst
Ain't no big-
superhero ever.
And then what do? Throw it at him?
What was
Or like slip it into his coffee?
you got to like poke him with it? I think you rub
Is
it,
that what
you grind it up, and you go
Yeah, but
blow
then,
it in his face. And
Gotcha.
you go, God!
Gotcha.
But then Batman and Wonder Woman and the Flash just bring him back to life.
Right, dummies. Let them die.
Fuck.
Let them stay gone. Okay, yeah.
So best superhero of all time then.
The best
Yeah.
superhero of all time.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, scrap.
Godzilla, dude.
No.
That's not one.
Man.
That's a big
Do you have an
dinosaur.
answer for
Godzilla,
this? Batman.
dinosaur?
It's Batman.
No, he was an irradiated iguana.
All right. It's I mean, I love Batman.
It's Batman.
I love Iron Man.
Yeah.
I
fuck.
love Spider-Man. Ooh.
Yeah, see, I can't do this.
I
I can't do this.
I think it's Spider-Man.
I'm like Deadpool also. And then I'm a little bit like, does the Punisher count?
Deadpool's kind of got a Superman thing going. He can't fly, but you just can't.
He's more Wolverine than Superman, okay?
Yeah, okay.
He'll regenerate, but you can fuck him up real
Yeah.
bad.
I think it's Spider-Man for me.
Really?
I love Spider-Man.
I'm okay with that, dude. I love
Yeah.
Spider-Man too.
Spider-Man's awesome.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you have any experience with the Miles Morales Spider-Man as opposed to the Peter Parker Spider-Man?
Some I saw Into the Spider-Verse.
That shit's
Oh,
so
right
cool.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those. You should play the games. They're very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Braylon has got a few of the games, and I've
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
them. Like, to me, those are the most fun superhero games to play. I love webbing and
Yeah. Just
I love-
traversing
yeah.
around the city.
Yes.
Just swing. You want to know what? I'm about to re-download that bit.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm about to start web slinging again.
The best of all of the Marvel movies during that whole run was
Civil War.
Yeah, dude.
When he-
Captain
when-
America: Civil War.
when Spider-Man first shows up and he
Under
lands on the
roofs.
car and he goes,
Yeah.
"Hey guys."
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
He's awesome.
Yeah, that's the best one out of all of them.
Yeah. All right.
Go back and watch that one.
I'm
It's
okay.
Spider-Man for me.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It might be Batman for me still
that's
after
fine.
everything I said. And,
'Cause
and I fucked up there, and I get it. But yeah, it's just he has the coolest lore. He has the coolest costume. He has the. It's cool that he doesn't have superpowers. He
Agreed.
just is really good at fighting and really smart, and he has freaking gadgets for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, it was really dumb and campy. Obviously, like
Probably one of the easier ones to actually kill, though, huh?
good luck.
But that makes it.
Yeah,
you know,
The stakes are higher.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just a man.
absolutely. But
And
whatever.
you know who died before Batman? Superman.
Yeah.
As far as comics are concerned, there was a whole. You
Yeah,
guys
but-
remember when Superman died, bro?
Which
I remember
time,
the
dude?
Our Lady
They,
Peace song.
yeah,
I remember there being a bunch of funerals and shit in the
Right.
comics, and they're really sad.
yeah, and then
Fuck
they're
that
like, never mind. He's back.
Ah!
Yeah.
Maybe
His new superpower is that he fucking doesn't die ever.
maybe in a future episode, somebody puts together a top 5 superheroes list, and we can riff on that a little bit.
Yeah.
For now, let's move forward.
I would love that. Dude.
Righteous Gemstones just ended.
Great
One
show.
of the greatest shows in the history
Yeah.
of TV, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When this most recent season came out, it started off with an episode of Bradley Cooper back in like Civil War era time.
Yeah.
We are just starting this season.
Yeah. We're not. You've seen that episode though,
I
right?
haven't seen that episode. I
Okay.
saw that what it is.
Okay.
I
We talked
saw
about
Brad
this the other
Cooper's
day.
face.
I'm not going to spoiler alert
fine.
anything
Right.
for you because you're waiting for this is a lot of people's favorite show,
Right.
And you're waiting for so long for it to come out, and then the first episode does, and you get zero
Yeah.
of the characters that you love,
Right.
And the thing that sucks about it is the episode is really well done.
It's so good.
And it's a great episode.
I honestly loved it.
Me too.
I thought
Me
it was
too.
really
But
cool
it's like,
they did that.
You start off and you're like, wait, so just no?
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, but this is good.
Right.
You know,
It's
like
good stuff.
God, but
Well, everybody's traumatized by shit like True Detective that was so good in season 1, and then season 2's, not the best is the general consensus.
Yeah, that's how they
but
put it.
Season 1 is so good.
Yeah.
But then a few episodes in, they do a thing that a lot of TV shows are doing, where it's just a straight up flashback episode. Not a flashback to Civil War era with people, but here are your characters, but younger versions of themselves.
Yeah.
And I know what they're trying to do artistically. They're giving you some context.
They're building foundations, brother.
They are, but when you only have so many episodes to consume
Right.
of the characters and stories that you love,
Yeah.
and then they take one of those entire episodes and
2 this season.
right, 2 this season, counting the Bradley Cooper one.
Yeah. That's 2 less episodes where I get to hang out with Uncle Baby Billy.
Yes, dude.
And that's what I want is to
Yes.
hang out with Uncle Baby Billy so bad.
And that's Righteous Gemstones are not the only
Be gone from me,
obviously,
nerd.
show to do.
Get
Nerd.
inside now.
Not the only TV show to do these flashback episodes. A lot of them, it's like a thing now. Mm-hmm. And I mean, couldn't we not?
Yeah, is it okay if we don't?
Right.
I always watch and I go, I think the story would have been fine without
Yeah,
this.
absolutely. Hey, can I just have what I want?
Yeah. So I don't understand the trend. It didn't used to be a thing.
No.
But
Well,
now it's a thing.
so interesting that you say that because when you said flashback episodes,
Yeah.
I thought of like the more old school style of clip shows.
Oh, yeah.
When they would do that, like for sitcoms, it'd be like, all right, next
Remember that
week,
time?
Next week is the season finale, but this week we're just gonna kind of show the best of.
That's what they were.
Yeah, and it's like, hey,
They were best of.
Is this a new episode technically? Yeah.
Oh, Zach Morris broke his leg, so we're just going to all show up and talk about old times that we had,
Yep.
and it's just going to be a best of episode.
And that's what I thought you were talking about when you said flashback episodes. But
No.
I would much rather have flashback episodes than clip shows.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it, fellas.
But
Fuck yeah.
in the sitcom era, they were pumping out just 30-minute pieces of trash every week.
Just so shitty.
Like-
God, everything sucked, huh?
Nowadays, these shows that we watch, these are cinematic. They're like movies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so the production and everything that goes
It's-
into them.
The lines are blurring.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know. So
Get there.
well.
Oh,
I
God.
guess. I don't know. Couldn't find it. Couldn't find it. My brain stopped working halfway through the sentence. But because of streaming and shit, now it's, we get hour-long episodes and we get short series. We talked about this last episode of ours,
Brandon,
too.
you okay,
I'm
buddy?
having a stroke.
Yeah.
Do you guys smell burning toast?
So
I do.
these shows that we watch, it's like 10 episode seasons, an hour long, and it's all movie quality stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, they're putting together 5 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah.
Right? It's 10 hours of just film, and that's what they're giving us. And so to waste part of that and all of that money on just
I'm getting cheated.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Give me
Baby
me
Billy.
the good stuff.
Give me Baby Billy.
Yeah.
Give me what I fucking paid for.
You're not putting out 35 episode seasons like Tool
Right.
Time was back
Oh
in the
my
day.
God.
We don't need
We
a
don't
best
need all
of.
that. Ugh.
Like, great show though. Holds up.
Does it?
Dude, yes.
I haven't
Watch
tried that.
it.
I believe you because
Yeah.
there's a lot of those.
It does.
I've talked ad nauseum about Roseanne on this show.
Yeah?
But really, Home Improvement
Oh,
is
dude,
one of them.
watch it. It's those are great. When he responds to people with just grunting, it's so funny, dude. Oh yeah. He does words.
Yeah, and then he'll be like, yeah, no.
Great job, Tim Allen.
Al
it's
Borland is great.
Yeah, all right, fuck. All right, shit. I'll watch it. Fuck.
He had a guest appearance on Detroiters, and it's really funny.
Tim Allen?
No.
Oh.
Al Borland.
Oh, I don't think so, Tim. Hell yeah.
It's really
Right.
funny.
Yeah, I was Al Borland for Halloween a couple years back.
Hell yeah.
Great. Tell me about Aw Man, It'll Sound Like That.
Okay, I realized while you brought, do you have the traffic song loaded up by any chance? It's okay.
I had to take it off
It's okay,
to
it's
put
okay.
the other one on.
Because it is technically a traffic report. Anyway, I don't think of myself as a tough guy. Okay? I think of myself as a fairly standard dude. But also, I ain't no bitch. Right? Right? Right?
Yeah, right. Yes, and.
Brad?
On a scale of
Yes or no? I ain't no bitch, right?
No.
Thanks. So I was driving home.
Hold on.
Okay.
No. I ain't no bitch, right? Question mark. No. Is
Yeah,
what
so
you said.
he said his answer, and we'll deal with it
I
in
think it
time.
means yes, you are.
Yeah,
Hold
no,
on.
we'll address it in due time.
I don't think it couldn't be any more unclear. Right, you go.
I was driving home from work Friday afternoon, and I got caught in that big ass, real quick storm.
Oh yeah.
I was at the intersection by Lake County Market, right? And it was really scary. Couldn't see more than 2 feet in front of you. I'm getting pelted with gosh darn
Hell.
hail. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hail, yeah. And anyway, long story short, can't see anything. I'm in the left lane. All of a sudden, this SUV is it looks like it's about to hit me head on because this person is driving too fast through the storm, and they go to get in the left lane that I'm right next to. You know what I mean? They're going to turn left. Anyway, they almost hit me head on.
I think I know where this is going. I'm excited to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they didn't hit me, right?
Okay.
Clearly. I didn't get in a head-on collision, but for a very
But
split
the sound
second...
you made was.
For a very split second, I thought I was going to be in a head-on collision, and I realized, afterwards it was over. And I'm like, God, that was shitty. And I ain't no bitch, but unfortunately, if I'm about to be,
Brad was right.
If I'm about to be in a head-on collision, apparently it sounds like this. Oh shit! That's what I did. Cause, dude, I'm white knuckling it, right? And I was going to pick Rocky up, and I'm like, I'm almost there. Oh shit! Like that. Oh shit!
Yep.
And then, she passes, and I'm like, fucking crazy bitch, dude. Dude, I'm back to being
Tough guy.
not a tough guy, but ain't no bitch, right? But for a second, kind of a bitch,
Oh no,
dude.
you're a tough guy there too.
A little bit of a
that-
bitch.
Fucking crazy bitch,
dumb
dude.
bitch, slow down.
Overcompensating there, right?
But yeah. Oh my god! Fucking women drivers, dude. Oh no! Fucking take a driving test. I don't know, something. But yeah, it's gonna sound like that.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Like before you go
Yeah.
in a horrific accident.
I'd like-
Those could be your last words.
I'd like to think, I'd like to think that maybe I would think something profound real quick, like
Right.
like I forgive everyone or something
Oh,
cool.
God.
Don't you?
You're just always hitting the worst ones, man. There's a pattern.
Here, do this one too.
Hey, everybody know ain't no
That wasn't
like a
me.
kitty party, so
You did that on purpose.
Oh, Eric, why'd you do that?
Anyway, yeah. I'm making it worse every time I do it.
What would yours be, Brad?
Mine would be, the ingredients you take make the cake you make,
Oh my
and
god,
then-
yeah. Well,
And then I die.
you
in a
said it
horrific
great.
car
Yeah, it
accident.
was
I do
great.
enjoy cake.
You still deserved one for that.
I would
No,
I would just be pointing to my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they discover you.
Just somebody did something stupid,
Right,
and I
yeah.
had to let them know about it right before the end. Hey, this is
Jesus
stupid, and this
Christ.
is because of you. I'd point to them and point to my brain.
I
You
just
did this.
It was real scary, is what is
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was scared.
now you know.
I was very scared, and I went, "Ow, no!"
I don't know. I guess in reality, Eric, mine would probably be, my heavens! And then I would die.
You'd clutch your pearls.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
bitch ass.
Yeah. Yeah. That,
Yeah. So that was disappointing because I thought I was, a lot cooler than that.
You are cool. That's you're super cool.
Thank
you're
you.
a tough guy.
No,
You're
but cooler than that is the thing.
Had you relinquished anything into your pants or anything like that?
I'm not prepared to talk about what happened in my pants that
Oh,
day.
okay.
Yeah. I don't have to answer that question.
All right. All right, guys.
Hey, guys.
NBA playoffs are in like full swing right now.
Yes.
And I don't know what. There's been some really good games, and it's been a lot. There's been some stuff that sucks.
I swear every game I've tuned into has been a straight up blowout.
There have been a lot of those
Yeah,
too, right?
like-
It's coin toss.
Like over by the second half.
Yeah, there's been a lot of those too. So, but there also have been some really good games. Some things that suck. Jason Tatum on the Celtics blew out his Achilles.
Did you say
He's-
Jason?
You said Jason.
You said Jason.
That's his actual name, but okay. Oof me
It's
if you
not.
want.
His name isn't Jason Tatum, dude.
Jason Tatum.
I watched
Don't-
this shit too.
Stephen,
I love this game.
Stephen Curry hurt his hamstring, and
You should
he
have
was
said
out-
handspring.
handspring, and he was out for that series against Minnesota.
Yeah.
But we do have Game 7, Denver and Oklahoma City to
Yep.
see who goes on to play Minnesota
And
Timberwolves.
that's been quite the series, obviously.
Yes, it's been great.
Oof.
And the Timberwolves have Anthony Edwards,
Yeah. And that's
who's so incredible.
that's the main event ticket right there. Is anytime fucking Ant-Man is on the floor, I am fully enthralled.
He's so good.
Yeah.
And then Eastern Conference, we got the Knicks and the Pacers, so that'll be good.
I haven't watched any of that actually.
Dude, you should.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and you will now that it's conference fine. Like,
Right. Has that one started yet?
No,
Okay.
not yet. Not yet. It's all about to start. The conference finals started like the same time, so we still
Gotcha.
need Game 7 to happen to see who goes to the Western Conference
And that's
finals.
tonight.
That is tonight.
Yeah, I'll
So
watch that.
Yeah, you should.
There's so many goddamn shows and games and
yeah,
you know, there's
I
just-
know wrestling.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already committed to like 6 hours at least a week of pro wrestling. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
then I got the goddamn Ant-Man breathing down my neck.
you can fast forward Motor City Machine Guns.
Of course I can.
So
They're the worst.
that'll save a little bit of time. But one thing, when you watch these games, it has become abundantly clear that these guys that are playing right now in the NBA would absolutely annihilate everybody in the 80s and 90s.
I agree.
It is
I agree.
insane the level. Like, you have guys that are 7'2" just knocking down 27-foot three-pointers.
Yeah, for fun it feels
Yeah.
like. Just like I'm just gonna launch this one.
The ball movement, the schemes, like it is completely next level basketball. And if you love basketball and you watch it, you understand that what you're watching is
Elite athleticism.
elite athleticism, and it's a very smart game. Mm-hmm. Like, what back in the day, dude, just a lot of straight up pick and roll, throw it into the post.
Fight your way to
Yeah.
the basket.
There
Yeah.
was no zone defense. That was illegal.
Right. What?
Yeah, zone defense was illegal back then.
Why?
You had to play man to man.
Jesus Christ.
That's why Michael Jordan said if zone defense would have been legal when I played, I would have not had near the career I had, because
Yeah.
nobody was stopping Michael Jordan one-on-one.
No.
You can't stop any of these guys one-on-one.
And your best chance is to double team, and then he just finds the open guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you had to fully commit to a double team, otherwise it was an illegal defense. And you got the whistle blew. You couldn't just half-ass it. You had to
You couldn't,
send a guy all
like
the way over.
bounce back and forth.
Right.
Yeah.
And leave one guy wide open. Like, now you can guard sections of the floor. You can have a few guys locking up dudes, and then another few. You know, it's this. The schemes are next level.
Right.
So it is. I'm sorry, all the people who love.
Oh,
the
dude,
game.
yeah, no, people are going to hate what you were saying.
Don't
right now.
care.
It's so
It's
weird.
the truth. Watch basketball and
Yeah.
you'll understand.
If you are being honest with yourself,
Yes.
it is so obvious.
And if you go back and watch full clips of games on YouTube, which they have, instead of just the highlights of Michael Jordan dunking on people,
Right.
Right.
if you watch just start to finish these whole games, you'll go,
You'll see it.
People are mad that today's players would wipe the floor with.
oh, they no,
They refuse
Elden
to
Days
admit
players?
it.
refuse to admit
Yeah,
it.
they think the league is
They would
soft
be mad
and none
you're
of these
saying.
none
Yes.
of these guys would last a second
Well,
in the
the thing-
in the actual NBA, the real basketball.
That's just the passage of time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's evolution before our eyes, in the sense of the game, in the sense of the players, in the sense of their athleticism, in the sense of everything, literally
And-
every factor. It's all built on the years before it. Of course, the bar gets set higher and people get better. That's how literally everything,
Everything.
ever
Yeah.
works.
Absolutely.
Brad, as a completely impartial and don't care about sports guy, that was the most logical sports argument that's ever been made, is what you just said. And it's what sports fans, because they have their emotions so tied deeply into this.
Well, sorry time passes, you stupid fucking assholes. Get over it.
And there was also the global popularity didn't exist back then. It was all guys from the United States.
Right.
And just a few foreign players. Now, most of the best players in the league are from around the world. And these guys are incredible.
A lot of Eastern Europeans, it turns out.
And they're so good.
Fucking great at basketball.
So good.
Yeah.
Ball out.
So, you can't impartially watch this and not see that this is a far superior game than it used to be. And that's okay.
Sometimes shit just gets better, bud.
Yep.
Who
Frit.
do you got? Who do you think? What do you think happens
Winning
here?
the whole thing?
Yeah. Right now I'm Minnesota, but that's because that's the majority of the games that I've watched. And
that's who I'm rooting for.
Anthony Edwards is just straight up on a legend killer tour, dude.
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
so good.
The T-Wolves? Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's so weird. I've never in my life,
Check me
up
out.
till like last year, been like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go Minnesota, I guess.
It's going to be somebody out of the West. It's
I've always
the three
liked their
teams.
colors. Sorry.
Yeah, they are
As
cool.
a non-sports person, it's they're that purple and bluish. Is that right?
Yeah,
Or
like
is that- I'm thinking
like a
has it
blue and
changed?
kind of a navy, and
Are you thinking the Toronto Raptors? Back in the
No,
day,
but
perhaps?
maybe similar.
Okay.
I
love it.
It doesn't matter.
I love
they
it.
got some green in
Well, I'm
there.
saying it's not
They're
funny.
cool looking, but it's going to be somebody out of the West, I think, and either of the or any of the three teams left could do it.
Yeah.
Denver, Oklahoma City,
Denver's
or
always
Minnesota.
got a chance.
Yeah, dude, they've got the best player on the planet,
Yeah.
Jokic.
Fuck, and he doesn't even care.
He just wants to go see his horses.
Yeah, they're like, you've
In
just
Serbia.
won the NBA championship. What are you going to do next?
I don't know. I'd probably go home. Hopefully,
They're like, well, the
go home
parade. You have to do the parade, and he's like,
He goes, winners parade?
win his parade.
Fuck. But then he got drunk at the parade.
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah,
that? And
yeah.
he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm glad I'm at parade.
Yeah, he gets hammered.
Yeah.
and then likes stuff again.
Right.
Yeah, you know that.
But
he
he's
goes-
like, it is job. Does anyone like job?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
He's
and
like-
it's like, oh, what?
Yeah. How do you feel?
I'm glad it's over.
You have to look this guy up,
Yeah.
dude. He's
Is it Stipe Miocic? Is that who it is?
no,
Or
it's
is it
it's Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic.
The Joker.
Nikola Jokic.
Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, the best soundbite in the NBA.
Yeah.
because he hates talking.
And
I
just,
love it.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. He looks like he's on ice skates out there, first of all. He's just,
yeah.
and like, everything he does looks so, like, easy and lackadaisical.
Barely runs, doesn't jump.
Right.
but he's like 7'1" with these long arms.
Shoots
and
over everybody.
He's ridiculous.
Just a
dude.
tank of a person.
He's a cheat
I
code.
thought you were going to say taint, and
Yeah.
I don't know why.
He's a taint.
just a taint of a person.
So-
Just taint. Dude, he's an absolute taint.
What I don't want to do, yeah, he is. He's a chode. What I don't want to do is totally disparage the game of, the past, because that's what I grew up loving, and I still love it.
Right.
And those players that I watched, I still love.
Yes.
But
Hug
I
'em.
can acknowledge
Yeah.
that the game has progressed.
Yeah.
Right.
Shaq's selling pizzas again.
Yeah. But you do need to embrace the past and also sometimes be quizzed on it.
Hell fucking
Sweet.
yeah.
So guess what, mother
Guess what?
frickers?
Motherfuckers, time to milk that brain. It's fucking trivia.
And I am your host, Bradley. I'm assuming. That's right. We made that deal. I'm your host, Bradley.
Yep, you're doing this part.
And we're doing like an NBA kind of trivia thing. Eric, do you want to set up why we're doing the NBA trivia? Aside from we just talked about it for 15
Yeah,
minutes.
because NBA playoffs are in full
The
swing.
playoffs. See, I don't know that.
Yeah,
That's
Brad
why I'm the
doesn't-
judge. That's why I'm judge, jury, and execution here today.
Nick can have the first question.
That's
What?
You can have the first question.
I don't like. I don't want to format it that way.
Oh,
Oh, nope. I meant
okay.
that huge.
I don't think. Or wait,
That's right above the.
Makes sense.
Okay.
who the fuck just shit right
Yeah. You gotta not always hit the
No, we will
Brad's
do it that
grandma
way.
button.
now? Yeah, but and she's the one that's passed on.
Yeah.
is the
Just-
context of that.
Shout outs.
Dude,
Thank goodness it was the hip hop era.
That hard look you gave the camera afterwards, I'm shouting her out the second time you said it. You stared deep into the camera. It was weird, dude.
Yeah, I'm a sociopath.
It was really cool. Anyways, I was wrong a second ago. I am going to format it that way.
Okay.
I'll ask each of you.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
And we'll start with Nick Pettigo.
All right, great.
Right? If everybody's comfortable with that.
Fine with me.
Good. Fucking glad. You're off to a bad start. You get red like I'm...
The attitude is palpable.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm in competition mode now.
Oh,
Who's in
God.
charge right now?
I hate this
It's
guy.
you.
Okay.
You're the hostess.
Nick,
Yeah.
Michael
Non-smoking.
Jordan... Non-smoking, please. Michael Jordan is widely considered one of the greatest all-around basketball players in the world, correct?
Yes.
That's 1 point for Nick. Just kidding.
Dang it.
It's like, oh no.
He led the Chicago Bulls to how many NBA championships?
6.
That's correct. Is that a softball for you?
No, we call that a layup
Uh-oh. Yeah, right.
when we're doing basketball trivia.
Yeah. Anyway, are you keeping score? I got
It's
one.
one, Nick.
Yeah.
You keep square. I don't have nobody. Eric Pettigo.
Brad.
Michael Jordan
What
is
the
widely
crap?
considered one of the greatest all-around basketball players in the history of the game, correct?
True.
All right.
Bing.
That's what it's
He
going to
led the
sound like
Bulls
when we
to
get it wrong.
6 NBA championships in what years?
Oh.
Those 6 championships.
91, 92, 93, 96, 97, 98.
Very good.
That is correct, Eric Pettigo. That is 1 point
Very
each
good. Very
for
good.
the boys.
Yeah. Ferda.
Yep.
Nick.
Oh, shit!
That's what it's going to say.
And then I die.
Nick and Eric, here's a question about the structure of the game. If somebody's to get a game, an answer, hit me with
It's
your
so
best
far
one.
away. God dang.
Oh,
It's all good.
Changing the format.
Yeah.
No, because we haven't run into it yet. If somebody's to get an answer wrong, should the other person have the opportunity to steal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
All right,
Absolutely.
cool. We can do that. So here we go. Nick Pettigo.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan is widely considered one of the greatest all-around basketball players of all time. Correct.
Did you just pull up a paragraph
Michael
about
Jordan.
Michael Jordan and
Correct.
that's how we're
Correct.
doing? Okay. Yes.
It's all
that
about
correct or
Michael.
no?
Is that correct?
Yeah. All right.
Answer the question.
He won all those championships in all those years. What years was he named the NBA's MVP?
What years?
What years?
Wow. Okay. It wouldn't be.
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one. It wouldn't be all of them.
All of them?
I don't know. Let's say 93, 96, 97, 98.
No.
Okay.
Is that a question you think you could answer
Absolutely.
correctly?
No.
Okay,
no.
then let me
Yeah.
rephrase that question.
Okay.
That was a bad. He was named the NBA's MVP how many times?
Okay.
There you go.
4.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5.
That is correct, Eric Pettigo.
That
Point
boy.
goes to Eric
All right.
Pettigo.
All right.
The problem with that, and he was the most valuable player, like most of the leagues.
Right.
Get me, that was stupid. Most of his years in the league. But NBA's dumb like that. They get tired of giving it to
Yeah,
the same person
it's-
over and
it's-
over again, so they'll just give it to somebody else just to do it.
It matters and it counts, but also it's kind of one of those weird things where some years it's like, really, dude?
Yeah.
Anyway.
So since Eric got the steal,
Yeah,
Sure.
then I get
So
to
you get the next question.
you
back
get
to
to,
me.
you get okay.
Yep.
All right. Eric Pettigo.
It's mine.
Calm down, dude. First of all.
It's mine.
You got to be careful because he's always taking turns. You know, what I mean? he will take a turn.
He's a taint.
It's my turn.
Dude's so chode tank. Eric, Michael Jordan is widely considered one of the greatest all-around basketball players in the history.
That's
of the game.
correct, Brad.
He was in a movie called Space Jam.
That is
we all
also
remember,
correct.
right? There
Oh,
was
man, I wish I had the Space Jam.
Space Jam. Come on and jam. All right? Who directed
Somebody
the
fart.
1990?
Did you fart? Oh, okay.
It's the table. I wish I farted because then I could ask who the fuck shit right now and then pointed at myself instead.
All right, here we go.
Who the fuck?
Back on track.
Space Jam.
Yeah,
1996 American live action animated sports comedy.
correct.
Who directed Space Jam?
Direct. Spielberg.
That is incorrect.
Do you know who
Nick
did
Pettigo?
it?
Was it Robert Zemeckis?
No, it was Joe Pitka.
What?
What the
That's
fuck?
not NBA trivia, Brad.
The fuck are we doing?
That's movie
I
trivia.
remember a lot of basketball happening in that. I mean, if I
Was it NBA basketball happening? Actually, yeah, there were segments of NBA. Okay.
Okay.
All
Yep.
right.
We stand down. Go ahead.
I stand erected, brother.
questioning back to Nick Pettigo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that right?
Sure.
Nick
No,
Pedigo.
I got it wrong. It should be going back to
Yeah,
you
back
now.
to me.
Oh, it's back to you?
Yeah.
Nick Pedigo.
Oh,
Yeah, this is from when you fucked me over in that one.
okay. Yeah, this is what you get.
Nick Pedigo.
Yeah.
Larry Bird is widely considered one of the greatest
Oh.
all-around basketball players in the history of the game.
Sure. Yeah.
How many NBA championships has Larry Bird won?
Oh,
That's a good one.
that is a good one. 4?
That is incorrect. Eric Pedigo.
3.
That is correct. There's not some sort of reflection you can.
No, I know basketball really
Yeah.
good.
I went into this fully knowing that I'm probably about to catch that.
Sure.
out,
Yeah.
but
Well, and
it's-
that's why I threw like some softer balls at the
Right,
beginning. I
yeah.
wouldn't, but then you're like, "Oh no, Vogel Basketball." And I'm like, "Well,
Nick
fine."
knows basketball
I do
too.
know a lot of basketball.
Boy knows hoops.
Yeah.
It's all right, but yeah, no.
But that
been
was a
hooping.
steal then. So we're back to you again.
And in all
right?
fairness, I knew it was 3 or 4 when he said 4 and got
Right.
it wrong.
Yeah,
I knew
And
it was
that's the
3.
beauty of steals. It gives you a
Yep.
little bit
Yep.
of an advantage.
Yep.
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 Eric Pedigo.
Yeah.
Larry Bird
That's
is
correct.
widely regarded as one.
Yes.
Anyways,
So on, so forth.
how many times was he an NBA Finals MVP?
Finals MVP?
Yeah.
I mean, he would have probably got it in all 3, right? 3 of them?
No.
Really?
The answer is twice.
Oh, I should have been able to steal.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck.
Give it to him. How many times, Nick?
Nick, how many
Twice.
times?
Twice. All
What years?
That's the point.
What years?
What years? the rest of the question was, and what years?
Okay. What years? I don't even know when they won. Let's say 83 and 84.
You are so fucking close. It was
82 and
84.
83.
It was 84, 86.
Yeah, 86. A lot of people think the 86 Celtics
You're
are
a good
the
dude.
greatest
Sorry I
team of
fucked
all
that
time.
up.
Yeah. No, I've heard that before.
They're wrong, but they think that.
Right.
You got it right, dude. Nick.
Yeah.
Who the fuck just shit right now? Basketball's a pretty cool game, right, guys?
Yep.
Who invented that shit?
James A. Naismith.
That is correct.
Yeah. Dr. James
Dr.
Naismith.
James
Yeah,
Naismith,
How many questions is that now? We're up to 6?
We're tied 3-3
3 and 3.
because I gave him that point for the Larry Bird
Eric Pedigo.
MVPs.
You shouldn't have.
Well,
Yeah, all right. Well,
just
you're a
because he
good
gave
guy.
you the answer.
You're a good guy.
Like you never cheated on a test before.
You're a good guy.
All right.
Actually, I didn't.
That's a lie.
I did not cheat on
You
tests.
should have tried.
Probably wouldn't be sitting here right now with you jag-offs.
Okay.
Ooh, guy just called me a jag,
I've been
dude.
called so many names today.
Yeah, chode.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey.
Take my ass, chode.
Fucking tane ass Joe, dude.
TAC.
Hey. Eric Pedigo,
Yep.
who was the first player to score a basket in NBA history?
Whoa. I mean, that's impossible, right?
No, I mean, it's certainly not. There's the answer exists.
Somebody did it.
Just name an old player.
Yeah, George Mikan.
He was a singer in the 80s, buddy. That is. Nick, chance to steal.
First person to score an NBA I'm eager to find out who this was. It's a fun piece of trivia.
I
Just say you got to say a name. In the
I'm
effort
trying to
moving
think
this
of an
along.
old school, but also,
Definitely white.
yeah, I was trying to think of a nice way to say that. You
Yeah.
know, old school, but ultimately white player.
Super white.
Look at your face right now.
He was.
The league wasn't integrated yet. Anyway, I can't. Mahorn, is that an old school?
Rick Mahorn.
Was that, or is he from the 80s?
Yeah, black guy from the 80s.
Okay,
Yep.
that's my guess.
Rick Mahorn?
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. That is incorrect.
Fuck!
Who is it?
It's a player by the name of Ozzie Schechtman, who played for the New York Knicks. Speaking of Knicks, it is your question,
Hi.
I believe. Nick,
A little more energy.
what does the Knicks in New York Knicks stand for?
The Knickerbockers.
And what does that mean?
Did I get the question right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick's winning.
And good, because I don't know.
Their
what it
pants.
Eric,
Yeah.
what does Knickerbocker mean? What's a Knickerbocker?
is. Yeah.
Their pants.
Okay. I was just asking you.
Yeah.
I don't have an answer.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah. Wow.
Eric Pedigo.
Yep.
How many questions?
I'm losing 4-3.
4-3?
Yep.
4-7? Eric Pedigo.
Yeah. Hey, Brad.
Touch my spaghetti!
Nobody touch my spaghetti, please.
Okay.
In what year was the NBA founded?
Dude, I'm getting much harder questions than
Yeah.
you, which is okay.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
That's fine.
And also, I don't know, I'm going to say 1952.
Wrong.
No.
It was earlier. It was in the
1942.
It was in the 40s. Yeah, I'm gonna say 43.
Two.
Incorrect.
What was it?
46.
Okay.
46. You were real right. You were real close to being right. Real close to being right. That's the 8th question.
All right.
Nick Pedigo?
Yeah.
Because it's hardballs now. We're deep
You
in
were
the
real right.
What is LeBron's last name?
game. Nick.
Yeah.
How many teams are in the NBA?
Oh, gee. Well, let me count them.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. 55.
No. Nope. Eric Pedigo?
40.
So I get 55?
Yeah, that was a large.
So here's the thing, because I always get this confused with the NFL.
Certainly more teams in the
So
NFL. is it
30?
Eric Pedigo, you are correct.
Okay. Wow. It's 32 in the NFL, 30 in the NBA.
Tying up the ball game.
Yep. Teed
All
up
right.
the BG.
One.
My turn, too.
It is your turn.
Question.
Oh my god.
We got to make sure I'm reading the right one, guys.
All right.
Sorry. I want it to
No,
be.
it's okay. Take your time.
Yeah, we got all
I want
day.
it to be a good thing.
It's already the longest episode.
Where
on record.
is the NBA headquarters located?
NBA headquarters?
NBA headquarters. Where is HQ for the NBA located?
Do you know this?
I think I might.
I mean, you'd want to say New York because that's where everything is, but I don't think it is. I think it's in. I think it is in Massachusetts.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Pedigo is incorrect. It is
Thought so.
not in
Yeah.
Massachusetts. Nick Pedigo with a chance to steal and a chance to take the game.
For some reason, I want to say Ohio.
That is incorrect.
That's where the Hall of Fame is.
Yeah.
It is in Midtown Manhattan.
Oh,
Eric, I would have given it to
yeah,
you
New
for
York
saying
would have
New
got
York.
that.
Yep,
I
yeah.
would've-
Yeah.
Damn it.
I would have had to have given it.
We
to
need a
you.
tiebreaker. Do you got any more questions?
We just play a game of
I can come up
one-on-one
with something.
Yeah,
here real
1-on-1.
quick.
to 30.
Yeah, jump ball.
Full court.
You would beat me.
I know. That's why I want to do it. This is my only chance.
I can't.
Right
I
here,
can't.
right now.
I can't move.
Yeah. Brad, take your time.
Yeah,
We're
no,
good.
it's cool, man. Oh yeah. No, we're good.
Thanks.
Fatality.
No, we're good.
It's for me.
What was the Nick? I got to pee so bad too. Dude, this sucks. I hate it. What was the NBA called before it became the NBA?
What?
God.
There were a couple. There was a league that merged in, and they changed.
Are you
it over
talking
to-
about the ABA?
No.
Okay,
'Cause that wasn't one of them.
Okay.
Wrong.
Yeah. Brad's dancing.
I gotta
dude.
be so
I
bad.
have no idea. We call it a tie. So
Tie.
Brad
It's
compete.
a tie game. I got to pee so bad.
Love you,
Actually,
Brad.
I won because we gave Nick a free answer.
Eric Pedigo.
Hit the music.
Well,
See you, Brad.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Brad, it's been great,
No,
buddy.
that's cool. We'll finish it.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. Eric, now that he's gone, I want to tell you something.
Okay.
You did a great job today.
You too, buddy.
Thank you so
too.
much.
It was
I
great-
appreciate
Great episode.
what
I
you're
felt
saying.
like I can't wait to listen to this.
I'm really excited to listen to this, as
Mm-hmm.
always. Everybody like us and find us and share us.
Call
And
to action.
the little CTA.
Yep.
We're on freaking Spotify. We're on freaking all those real gangster ass streaming platforms. We're on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it, fellas.
Good sign off. It's a great sign off.
I'm really good at this.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
All right. Getting out of here.
Derailed.
Podcast that we do. It's fun.
It is our podcast.
For Brad
And Eric.
and Eric. All right. Is that turned down low? There we go.